Hello and welcome back to another From the Workshop. I am your host, Brandon Hart, and we are, once again, as always, here in the Nerd Lair at NimbleLink headquarters. This time, let's talk about development kits. Yes, we all know them, we all love them. Development kits, they are what help you get your project started. Get that idea out, get it written into code, get it doing something with your sensors and transmitting data and all that kind of fun stuff. But how about cellular development kits, or at least cellular adapters for development kits? Well, we've got a lot of different options, as you can see right in front of us here. So let's just jump right in and talk about development kits for the NimbleLink Skywire modem. First of all, when you go to our development kit website, you're going to find that, by the way, nimblelink.com/skywire-development-tools. That's the website. You'll have it down here in the bottom of the video and also in the description of in the YouTube video here. If you go there, the first kit you're going to see is this one right here, and it is called, very aptly, the Skywire Development Kit. Yeah, that's it. We got our crack marketing department on that one. So this is the development kit that we're talking about when we say the Skywire Development Kit. So real quick, just what this is. First of all, there are two USB ports here. This one is for flashing the module software. We won't worry about that one too much. But this one over here on this side is actually used to talk via serial into the Skywire modems. So this is the one you can use to actually just go ahead and plug this in, get it hooked up, and start sending data, AT commands into the Skywire modem and sending that data right up over the cellular network. So the easiest way to kind of jump in and get talking to your Skywire modem is with one of these. But what are those pins on the bottom? Let me tell you. So the other thing you can do with this is, if you were to change the jumpers on here, you can actually use these exact same pins and plug that right into our good friend, the Arduino. So this doubles not only as a development kit on its own, but also as an Arduino Shield. Pretty cool. If you just want the Arduino Shield option, we have this little prototyping shield here, which fits right into very nicely into the Arduino footprint as well. This will give you the UART capability, and we do recommend, though, in this that you are using USB instead of like an Arduino Uno, for instance, that only has a single UART to talk to. So this is an Arduino, as you can see, an Arduino Leonardo, has the native USB capability and also the UART that can talk to the modem at the same time. That way you can print out statements as you're going. So that's kind of your lower end, your simple 8-bit, 16-bit MCUs. There are more powerful ones, but that's really kind of where these start. The Arduino Leonardo, your best bet to get started. Then we've got this system right here. This is from our friends at Renesas. They have their microcontroller on here as well. And we developed this little adapter called the PMod. This little adapter board is capable of allowing all of these sensors on this board to talk over cellular as well. So very nice little adapter board there. Then we've got kind of these three little boards right here. And each one of these is sporting a handsome sensor shield. That little sensor shield is capable of pulling sensor data, either artificially generated by the user with a potentiometer or push buttons, or temperature, humidity, things like that, accelerometer, and then allowing the microcontroller boards, whether it's a chip kit board from Microchip, or an ST Nucleo board, or the NXP Freedom board, to then be able to pull from the sensor data and talk out over the cellular Skywire modems. So really, really nice to be able to have that option of different microcontrollers, whichever is your flavor. Getting into the Linux side of things, with the processors themselves, we've got the very popular BeagleBone Black. This is a cape that we developed. And this kind of goes one step further beyond just a very simple adapter or shield, because this not only gives you the Skywire modem option right here, this also gives you the capability of plugging in an XBee radio from our friends at Digi. So you can actually plug in this little XBee radio, and now you've got yourself an XBee to cellular gateway. So not only can you have the Linux capabilities and you know, Python programming and so on, but you can also use this as a gateway device, use multiple radios, and talk over cellular. If you're looking for an even more powerful system, this is the Digi IMX6 board here, and you might notice that there is an XBee socket on here. Again, this is for use with the XBee radios. That's not where the Skywire goes. So where does the Skywire go on a board like this? Well, there it is. So this actually is using one of our mini PCIe adapter boards. That's right. If you've got a board like the Intel Galileo or in this case the IMX6 board from Digi, you actually have this mini PCIe slot. Well, you can use an XBee, a Skywire in the XBee socket on one of these adapter boards, pop that right in there. Now you're talking over cellular right through that same mini PCIe communication spot. Lastly, to make things even simpler, you can just get one of these little XBee breakout boards. It's kind of the bare bones approach. It just simply provides you access to the pins. This is one that I got from SparkFun Electronics, just a little board here and little headers from Adafruit, and I can take one of these Skywire modems, put that right in there. Now it's breadboard friendly, pop it in here and start doing my development. So this is another way of talking directly to the modem and wiring it into your prototype device. So again, I've covered a lot of different dev boards. This is not the full extent of all the dev boards that are out there, but these are the ones that we have specifically worked with and provided example code for. So again, nimblelink.com/skywire-development-tools. URL is in the description. There you're going to find user manuals for all the different boards that we've got for the development kits. You're going to find schematics for how these shields and capes and adapter boards were all put together. You're going to find the actual PCB design files. That's right. If you want to make your own, all the stuff is out there. In fact, not only the schematics and the design files, but the actual bill of materials for all the components and everything that was put in place on these different adapter boards as well. We really want to make this easy. If you're building your design and you want to make sure that you're using something that we've already put together, we've already shown works, you can use the designs, the components, everything we've got out there, and we provide all of that absolutely free for all of our developers. Simply grab it, use it, and put it into your design. Hopefully that gets you closer to building a board and building a device a little bit faster. So in addition to that, we've also got examples. We've got example code, we've got application notes that walk you through performing socket dials and SMS messages and all sorts of PPP examples for the Linux stuff. So it's really, really easy. There's a lot of documentation out there. And of course, if you have any issues connecting some of these things up, you might need drivers. We put those on the website too. We want to make sure you're covered. So again, talked about a lot of stuff, kind of ran through it here, and I hope this was informative. I hope this was helpful. Again, I'm going to throw it out there one more last time, nimblelink.com/skywire-development-tools. And that's the page where you're going to find all these development boards, all the documentation that goes along with it, and everything you need to get started with your proof of concept. Hope this gets you to a proof of concept a little bit quicker. Again, thank you very much. This has been From the Workshop with Brandon Hart. Thank you very much from NimbleLink, and we hope you have a great time developing your next product.